Welcome to the $100 MBA Show. If you're in the hustle of your life, building your business, we're here to give you the motivation and the tools so you can build it with our daily 10-minute business lessons for the real world. I'm your host, your coach, your teacher, Omar Zenhom. I'm also the co-founder of the $100 MBA, a complete business training and community online. And today you will learn how to be confident without being a jerk. No one likes an arrogant jerk. It could be the worst thing you could do for your business. But I also don't know any successful entrepreneurs that are not 100% confident of their abilities, that believe in themselves and believe in what they can do. How do you balance the two without coming off looking like a jerk? That's what today's episode is all about. I'm going to give you strategies. I'm going to give you examples. I'm going to give you people that you can take a look at that are walking the talk, that can also help show you how to be confident without being a jerk. So let's get down to business. The $100 MBA Show is sponsored by Rerun. Need to automate your reoccurring subscriptions or membership billing? Rerun helps you accept payments via credit card and e-check, online and offline. Plus, Rerun automates email communication and handles expired or declined credit cards. Visit rerunapp.com/podcast for a free trial today. That's rerunapp.com/podcast. The first thing I need to address in today's lesson is that confidence is very important. Now, no one is 100% confident. Everybody has some sort of doubt that comes in and out during their life. But you should be pretty confident. We're talking about 95% of the time. You should be pretty confident about what you are able to do, and you feel good about what you're doing and how you're doing it. Confidence is what gets us through those tough times, through those fears, through those doubts. People that are not confident, unfortunately, don't make it. People that don't believe in themselves, they go through this cycle called self-sabotage. And what happens is that they just don't make it happen because they believe they can't make it happen. So confidence is important. I want to make sure that's very clear. You have to be confident. This is something that builds over time. Obviously, the more you do things, the more you realize that you can do things. And one of the things I really love about confidence is that sometimes confidence comes out of failure. When you fail over and over again, you start realizing, hey, failure is not that bad. I'm learning lessons through it. I'm learning how not to do it. And I'm going to go for it anyway because I have a bigger goal here. It's not these small little failures that are going to keep me down, and the confidence builds. So confidence is essential, but no one likes a jerk. No one likes somebody who's arrogant. There's a big difference between being confident and being arrogant. And the way I see this, being a jerk or being arrogant, to me, it's all a matter of being polite or being rude. Really, that's the bottom line. Because if we're going to be completely honest, people that are arrogant are rude. You're just a rude person. You're not treating people with kindness. You're seeing yourself above other people, and you don't give them the respect they deserve as your fellow human being. And that's probably the worst PR you can ever do for your brand, is to be arrogant, is to really show the people that you're actually serving, your audience, this level of rudeness, this level of unkindness. So the best way to balance this is to be fully confident, but to remind yourself that you should be a kind person, a giving person, and remind yourself that you weren't always confident, you weren't always successful, you weren't always good at what you're doing, that it was a journey for you, and many people are going through that journey right now. So obviously reflection and having some gratitude, it really helps you get grounded a little bit. Now, I see many people in the entrepreneurial space. I go to conferences a lot, I meet a lot of people, and they're very well established, and they've done really well. Some, better than others. And they're more consumed with trying to look confident. They're more consumed about looking like they got it together, like they're cool, than with being a nice person, with being kind to people, giving to people. It's really hard to do both, where you're focusing on being kind and giving and being polite to people and being a good person, a good guy, a good gal, somebody that's pleasant to meet. If you're focused on that, it's very hard to also focus on, hey, I got to be cool. I got to, not seem like, I'm that easy to access. There's people that are like that. And they confuse confidence with acting confident. To me, that's acting confident. When you're so consumed with trying to act like you're something special, you're not special. And that comes off as rude. That comes off as being a jerk. Now, we all know ourselves. We all have times when we kind of get a little full of ourselves and we have to check in and say, hey, I got to put myself in check. That's not cool. I got to, ground myself a little. Some of the best entrepreneurs I've seen balance this very well. They're very confident. They're very sure of themselves, but they're very kind. They're very open. Arrogance is not even something that you would even say in the same sentence as this person. And just to name a few, so you can kind of follow their work and maybe see them at conferences and get to know them maybe and see how you can learn from the way they carry themselves. Because we can learn from people other than just the information they give. This comes from the beginning of time. People teach people certain things, but you also learn from the teacher how to be a good teacher, how to be somebody that is worthy of teaching. So some of these people are like Chris Brogan. Chris Brogan is somebody who's extremely humble, but very confident. Another person was a former guest teacher here on the $100 MBA Show is Noah Kagan. Noah Kagan is a very confident man, and he's a little bit different. He's funny. He's got his own style, but he's extremely helpful. He's very nice. He treats everybody like he's making a friend, even though he's extremely successful. He's the guy behind the Facebook status update, for crying out loud. He's a part of technology history, right? But he is still grounded. Amy Hoy is another good example. Amy Hoy runs a site called unicornfree.com. She's a very confident woman, and she knows what she's talking about. But when she's delivering her message, she might be a little bit, forceful or a little bit assertive, but it comes from a place of being helpful. She makes sure that you understand that she's trying to help you out. This is not something that she's doing so she can hurt you. I have a few more people, but I'm going to let you read about it. And it's in a blog post that I wrote called 5 Things I Learned from 5 People in 2014. We're going to put a link to that blog post in today's show notes. You can check it out at 100mba.net/MBA192. I got more to give in this lesson, but before that, I got to give some love to today's sponsor, FreshView to Go. Discover how easy online inventory management can be with FreshView to Go, an intuitive and dynamic software solution. With FreshView to Go, you can view and manage your inventory from anywhere in the world, whenever you want. That's the beauty of web-based inventory management software. You're always in charge. All you need is an internet connection, an iPad, a laptop, a tablet, a PC, whatever. You're good to go. Use the information at your fingertips to support decision-making, such as inventory purchases, to optimize your stock levels. You'll always know what inventory quantities are available and at which location. Many of you listeners of the $100 MBA Show, you sell physical goods, either online or offline, and you have places where you store these things, warehouses, and this is a great way to manage your inventory. You can maintain the right inventory levels and reduce tied-up cash in unnecessary stock. Simplify complex procedures in managing, tracking, and organize your inventory with FreshView to Go. Just go to tinyurl.com/freshpods to start your no-commitment free trial today. You can cancel at any time, and during your free trial, as long as you have one user in your account, you can continue to use FreshView to Go for free. Again, go to tinyurl.com/freshpods and try FreshView to Go. Confidence is not something you have to consciously do, guys. It's something that you build over time. It's not something you have to think about where, I have to be confident. It's something that you just are. And this happens, again, over time as you build and grow and you experiment and you try new things and you have experience in life and in business. So if there's ever a point in time where you feel like, I got to appear confident, I got to look confident, I got to sound confident, that's the wrong approach, because often we confuse that with being arrogant. Believe in yourself and be active. Now, something that you can actively be thinking about is, how can I help other people? How can I make people feel good? Make them smile, make them feel welcomed. Sometimes it's just smiling. Some people, they forget to smile. Smile when you meet people or when you talk to people over the phone. You can hear a smile through the phone call or a Skype call for that matter. And often when we talk to somebody that is positive, that is smiling, that is kind, we realize, wow, this person is confident because they're not too consumed about the way they look, the way they sound. They have it together, and they're more focused on being a productive and polite person. All right, guys, that wraps up today's lesson. If you guys haven't checked out our new podcast, Webinar Ninja, a podcast all about how to teach, present, sell, and communicate effectively with your audience using webinars, please check it out. You can look at us on iTunes. You can check us out on our page, webinarninja.co/show. We just released an episode today, which is called, Can You Hear Me, Guys? That's the title of the episode. It's a great episode that talks about how to communicate, how to connect with your audience effectively. It's a new style podcast that Nicole and I are really proud of. Nicole does an incredible job with the edit. If you read some of the reviews that people have dropped for Webinar Ninja, a lot of people are digging the production quality, and that's all Nicole, so I got to give her a shout out and say she's done a fantastic job, as she does for the $100 MBA Show. And again, the $100 MBA Show is going nowhere. Every single day we're giving you a new episode. Webinar Ninja is just our new little project that we're doing to help people be more effective when